I'll be showing how to enable Copilot Chat for students who are 13 and above in a K-12 environment, and this is IT admin focused. When you enable Copilot Chat, you'll get access to the brand new Study and Learn agent, which is great for learning, Copilot notebooks in the study guide, and AI-powered learning activities like flashcards, matching, and fill in the blanks. So let's get started. I'm signed in to Microsoft365.com with my IT admin account. I'm going to go down to apps and launch the IT admin center. So I'll go to more apps, all apps, and then here's the admin console. Let's launch this. In the IT admin center, I'll show all. And now I'm going to go to settings and expand it and then choose org settings here. Now scroll down and you're going to find the Microsoft Education option. I'll click this to launch it. And this right-hand panel flies out. Now, the first thing you'll want to do for K-12 especially is that you're going to set this to K-12. If it is set to higher education and you're a higher ed institution, you already have access by default to Copilot Chat for students. But if it's a K-12 tenant and you set here, it is off by default, and we'll be showing you how to turn that on. So first step is make sure you're set to the K-12 for Copilot Chat enablement. Now, probably the easiest and most common way people will be able to set their student groups is to be able to upload them from your SIS. So if you have an SIS, let's say Skyward or some other student information system, ask the administrator of the SIS to download the UPN plus age group data for all the users. And many SISs and schools already have this set. I'll show you what that looks like. This is a users.csv file. These are all fake users, don't worry, they're not real. And it has the user principal name and age group. And all the age groups are set to not adult. The way to think about this is if it's set to minor, that means under age 13. An adult is like a teacher, faculty, staff, and anything in between is not adult. That's basically users who are aged 13 to 17 or 18. And so you'll just want to make sure you get user principal name and age group from the SIS, and it'll just be a CSV file, have them download it, and you'll name it users.csv. And you can fix anything up if it's not set right when you see your CSV file. Now we'll go back to the tenant admin console. So I've got my users CSV. I will just choose to upload users. And there's my users.csv. I just open that and I'll get a confirmation dialog, and that should match the users I already have set up in my IT admin center console. Now we have a detailed documentation set up for this. So right here, set student age group. And this explains how you can upload. It actually has the download upload, the CSV file. And then when you upload, it's going to prompt you for user changes. So you'll see this little dialog when you upload your own CSV file, and you'll see that. So that is the first way you can do it. Now, the second way could be through Microsoft School Data Sync, known as SDS. So there's actually a way in SDS to automatically set all of the age groups on your students. So if you're using SDS, I'm going to scroll down here. There's already a way to set student age group classification. So in SDS, there's a dialog here. And again, you can set it to minor, not adult, adult, or unmanaged. So if you're going to be setting up Copilot Chat in K-12 for students 13 to 17 or 18, you're going to want to use SDS to set not adult. And what's nice is that automatically can set all of those in your tenant to the correct one. So that's option 2. Going back to admin, the third option is download the users that you already have. So if you're using SDS, you can download this just to check. If you're not using SDS, this is kind of the manual way. So in this case, I'm going to download a set of fake users right here. So we'll download and hit continue. It's going to download a CSV file. So here it is right here. Now let's open up that CSV file. So here's the big messy CSV file of all the users in my tenant. What you're going to do is you're going to go and delete all of the columns except for user principal and age group. So I'm going to go here and delete, and we'll just speed ahead and delete everything else except those two. So now I've got user principal name and age group, just like you saw in the fake SIS download. So now I want to do is really make sure that these things are set right. So what I might do is make a filter here, set to filter. And I'm going to say, you know what? I want to filter on everything that's blank because there's a lot that are set to not adult or minor, but there might be a bunch of blanks and I want to set them to not adult. So here are all the blank ones. So if I just want to go not adult like that, and let's say I'm just going to, again, we'll make this quick and fake. Okay, all these are my not adults. Now I just save my file. This is that CSV file, and we'll rename it to users.csv. Okay, I saved that. Now you would just go upload that back into the IT admin console. So we'll go back. I would choose upload users. So we're going to upload these back now that they're set. And I choose users CSV and go open, and it starts to upload, and it says, do you want to process user changes? And I would say continue. And now I've set those. The fourth way to set your age groupings for Copilot Chat is actually creating a security group in Entra ID called teen users. And then you just update those users anytime, and you could export them. And again, when you export them, you add the age group column, just like we showed earlier, and mark each as not adult. So that would be an Entra ID. So I'm in Entra ID here, and I could create a security group for my teen users, just like I talked about. And then related to this one, if you actually wanted to manually update single users by property, right? So I'm in Entra ID, I go to users, I've got all users. Let's say I've got Aaron Croft here. I open this up, I switch to the properties tab, and down here under parental controls, I could edit. And let's say for age group, let's say this person actually is not adult and consent provided. So this is a way to manually edit one at a time. It's not the most efficient, but it is possible. The fifth and final way to enable Copilot Chat and have your age group set properly is to set each user's birthday attribute on the user's object. And this is using the Graph API. And we've actually got an article exactly on how to do this. I'll pull it up briefly. Here's the article in learn.microsoft.com. If you scroll down, here's birthday. And if you want to write some PowerShell, you can do that as well. Links are all in the description. And if you did that, you could export all your users, sort by birthday, and remove anyone under the age of 13. This is probably the most complicated way of the 5. I sort of started with the most simple, which is just downloading the CS3 from your SIS, all the way to most complex using PowerShell with birthdays. Some schools don't want to have birthdays in the official system. It's up to you. So that covers the ways that IT admins can enable Copilot Chat for students who are 13 plus. To reiterate the benefits you get, you can use the Study and Learn agent. You can use Copilot notebooks if you have premium licenses. You can enable learning activities, all sorts of good stuff. Just make sure that you use one of these methods to enable.